we are gonna be pretty much playing Area F2 right now. And today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to pretty much win every single freaking game on here. Also, yeah, pretty much being a freaking pro player on here. But wait, dude, before you are pretty much smashing your freaking heads into the dislike button, I know that I'm still on the level 5 and I'm pretty much playing on the emulator right now. Shut the freak up. I know that. Shut. Now, I'm pretty much gonna show you on your freaking screen on here. This is actually my freaking gameplay, but I'm not pretty much playing a freaking game on here, like literally it. So yeah, first tips and tricks on this game is pretty much using all of your freaking skills. I mean, I've pretty much played this game for kind of bit lots right now, but you know what? I've pretty much seen tons of freaking players who pretty much didn't use the freaking skills so much shit. If you did not know about what I mean about the freaking skill, the skill is pretty much the gadget that you have, dude. Whenever you got yourself a freaking grenade, or whenever you get yourself a explosive, or you get yourself a freaking barbed wire for your defender stuff on here, the game pretty much gives you that freaking thing to get used on here. Trust me, dude, I saw lots of freaking players who didn't pretty much use all of the freaking skills on here, which is kind of bit suck if I'm being honest to you. Skills is the only way that you need to do to get yourself a freaking win on this game. Like seriously, dude. You need to actually kind of bit engaging with your freaking teammate on here, and also yeah, pretty much choosing the freaking hero that you like, and also yeah, pretty much winning a freaking every single freaking game. And also next thing tips and tricks on here is pretty much going in with safe and sounded. Now, just like the first tips and tricks on here, I saw a lot of freaking players was actually rushing every single freaking seconds on here on this game. And fun fact is, whenever you are pretty much pushing on the freaking area of F2 on here, this game is actually a tactical game on here. This game is not a freaking fast-paced game. Also, if you want to actually winning a freaking game on this game, you need to actually get yourself a freaking good plan to go in on here. And also, yeah, hear the freaking footsteps whenever you got yourself a freaking earphone that you are pretty much having with. Hear every single footsteps on this game. Like seriously, dude, never freaking rushing on here. And third tips and tricks on here is always protect your base. Like seriously, dude. If you are on the defender team on here, always protect your base. Never ever going with the freaking kill on here if you are pretty much don't have to. If you are on the defender team, the goal is actually simple to pretty much defending your freaking area on here to get yourself a freaking win on here. And this is pretty much an obvious reason on here, but you know what? I saw a lot of freaking players who's actually pretty much hungry for a kill, even so they are pretty much on the defender team. But you know what? It's not gonna work. Like seriously, dude. If you want to actually win on the defender side on here, you need to actually protect and serve your freaking base on here. Defend your area on one building on here. Never ever going on the one freaking room on here. If you guys pretty much get close into each other on here on freaking a same room on here, if they are pretty much throwing a freaking grenade, that's a win-win for the attacker team. Like seriously, dude. Just defend your area, split into I don't know even know, seriously, 2 groups or something like that. And also that's how you can actually win on the defender area on here. Never ever pretty much rushing, and never actually defending the freaking area in one single freaking spot on here. Next freaking tips and trick is always lean. Literally, dude. Always lean. Now, as you guys know, this game is actually mobile game on here. But if you guys pretty much veteran to the FPS game or something like that, there's a lot of freaking people who's actually doing with the lean right and also lean left on here. If you guys pretty much didn't find yourself a lean button on here, at least change the freaking settings on here. And also, whenever you are pretty much aiming on this game, just lean. I mean, seriously, dude, lean is a good freaking feature for this game. You need to actually use this freaking feature to get yourself a freaking win. I saw a lot of freaking pro player who's pretty much leaning every single freaking time on here to get themselves a freaking win. Also, myself is not a pro. Also, I pretty much use lean so much right now, and I'm pretty much winning every single game on this freaking game. Like seriously, dude. And last but not least is never disconnected whenever you are pretty much losing around. Like seriously, that's the most annoying thing on this freaking game. I saw lots of freaking players actually disconnected whenever they are pretty much losing or something like that. I pretty much ever playing one single round on this game, and whenever we are pretty much losing only one round, dude. One of the team is actually disconnected, and also yeah, pretty much ruining our freaking win streak. Like seriously, dude. Never ever back out or never ever disconnected to your freaking game. I hope that this game will gonna be implemented the freaking rules on here if they are pretty much disconnected for so much on the freaking game on here. I hope that the developer will gonna be banning all of those people. Like seriously, that's so freaking checked to do to pretty much get disconnected in a freaking middle game. Alright, I think that's about it for the little tips and tricks on here. Right now, I think I'm gonna go and actually put my freaking gameplay on here, and also just see how these freaking tips and tricks works on here. And also, yeah, we'll see you in the next video, and bye boys.
Reinforce the room during the preparation phase. Mission completed. All enemies have been eliminated. The target is under contention. The target is no longer protected. The target is under contention. Mission completed. All enemies have been eliminated.